The full moon early on Thursday, Feb 17 in Australia is at 28 degrees Leo, the sun opposite in Aquarius. Full moons in Leo are full of broad gestures, warm embraces and noisy get-togethers. They can be good fun and bring on your inner show-off. Here the moon is more inclined to brush off emotions and go with the party. Get caught in the moment, whether it's a whirlwind romance, big purchase, or belting out all the words to Backstreet Boys at karaoke. Leo moons bask in the attention. Even more so this month, with a Venus-Mars conjunction, putting love, lust, passion and attraction in the same kettle of fish. A seafood platter. We'll get to that a bit later. There's a catch with the Leo vibe this month. It can't shake off a Plutonian undercurrent that can turn games into a war, even if it's with yourself. There's a stubborn streak running through this moon phase, and the inner workings are brought to the surface. The thing with Pluto is the intensity in his energy. You feel it like a magnetism, and before you know it, you're drawn into a power play, usually with guilt, shame and regret smashing in soon afterwards. If Leo feels underappreciated, the ego can hook onto perceived slights and mash them into a mountain of self-importance. Leo energy can get boasty, controlling and full of fireworks. And Leo moons can put you in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Mercury's just entered Aquarius, but it's close enough to Pluto to set up a hefty imprint on conversations, contracts, meetings, and the psychological urge driving them. Pluto messes with your mind and grinds down power until you know where to be humble. It also stokes steely resistance and determination. With Mercury, the extra intensity might come with schemes, conspiracies and paranoia. It can make you blurty and staunch. The words of the underworld can fall unconsciously out of your mouth, speaking the unspeakable, exposing a hidden truth and landing a bomb. In Australia, there's been a text fest of sensational burns on our PM from his own party members. This week, the SAS soldiers under the command of Ben Roberts-Smith have broken ranks and the code of silence to tell the courts eyewitness accounts of witness intimidation, bullying and war crimes that he committed. Pallas and Neptune have been tracking the defamation case Roberts-Smith launched against news outlets in 2018. They're an excellent combo for clearing the fog of war and bringing justice where the lines were crossed. Pisces, Virgo, Gemini and Sag especially will be looking at where boundaries and expectations need a reset, where you were looking through a fog and where you crossed a line. In an astro oddity, all the planets are travelling direct and behaving true to form. So there's a surge of catch-up productivity, wanting to get on with the job. This breath of clear vision should continue until the end of April, when Pluto turns retrograde, followed by Mercury in May, testing the results of the current negotiations going on now. The Pluto influence might feel like your hand is being forced, but there's a bigger opportunity to evolve out of psychological turmoil and into grace. Last moon, Sedna, Ceres, and the North Node hit an exact conjunction at the same degree as the Pleiades, a star cluster that taps into a mythology of freeing yourself from the binds of the earth and launching into the sky, i.e., getting a new perspective and reaching another level of consciousness, a metaverse perhaps. With this moon, our supercluster of Sedna, Ceres and the North Node and the Pleiades are at the midpoint of the Sun and Moon, a T-square, and with the nodes involved, a second chance is offered to fix up a botched job or redirect a distraction that took you off course. EA astrologers call this a skipped step, a chance to clear some karma, break a pattern, or heal some ancestral wounds. For some, especially Leo and Aquas, an old trauma might raise to the surface with a flash of insight that helps you understand its source. Ceres and Sedna are both provider goddesses of food, love, safety and nurturing, with a primal essence at the core of existence. The skipped step they invoke may be where you missed out on the mothering you needed as a child, where resources to make your spirit thrive were in short supply, or even where you suffered a betrayal, abandonment and injustice. The Leo full moon is pulling you to grow beyond the smallness of these experiences that only serve to limit your potential. Take your place on earth as a birthright. Shine with all the battle scars marking your triumph. Celebrate your courage to survive against the odds. Drop the weapons. Sedna and Ceres represent the undeniable force of nature to create and regenerate. They also reinforce a collective shift to feminine-masculine balance. This intersect of the full moon and this nodal cluster marks a turning point. Pluto and Mercury have joined in with this, with a reward for those who consciously choose to let go of an old mindset and step up to an honest appraisal, holding power wisely. Words can manifest into reality right now, so as they say, be impeccable in your thoughts and communication. Jupiter and Uranus are also in a good mood to bring on some manifestation. And lucky Pisces, Virgo, Cancer and Caps get a big surprise bag of goodies or a random windfall. This one has intuitive speculation and insider knowledge that works in your favour, and it'll be really hard to turn down a spontaneous flirty moment, a bit of a splurge or a creative breakthrough. And this brings us to Venus and Mars, who are having a 2-month affair in Capricorn, where they redefine a relationship status, including the one with yourself. Venus and Mars represent the earthly feminine and masculine principles at their opposite extremes. Venus is receptive, relationship-orientated, and loves art and beauty. Mars is focused action, outwardly directed, and loves cars and footy. Venus is I want, I desire. Mars is I have, I claim. This might bring about a struggle with your own feminine-masculine balance, codependency issues, and even sexual identity. We might see a new angle on the mandatory use of face masks before April. And Venus-Mars conjunctions can exacerbate health issues like rashes, eczema, acne, thrush, and dermatitis, those hot, damp conditions. Nevertheless, it's safe to say that all through Feb and March, the Venus-Mars thing stokes a hotbed where love flows easily and the zone between love and lust is confused. You might suddenly get the feels for your best friend, start an office romance, or confess all to a random crush. Venus and Mars have a love-hate killer attraction for each other, and they had the most fun when their rendezvous were kept secret. The full moon gets big and playful in Leo, but we've got a cosmic nudge to constrain unbridled enthusiasm and maintain integrity. When is it best to relax and ponder without pushing and feel like that it's actually valuable, worthwhile time? Can you step back from the doing, battling and achieving to let things unravel organically? Alternatively, with Venus and Mars, have you been faffing about and stagnating, refusing to use your skill and determination to clear a challenge? Leo is the sign of royalty, and it gives the courage and passion to be the queen of your own kingdom and the king of your own queendom. Have fun with it. I'm Merryl, and this is my mystery school. Like, follow, share and subscribe. If you'd like to know more, check out my other vids or contact me on my website www.merrylkey.com. Blessed be.